She says she's not interested. But something isn't adding up. She finds reasons to be near you. She laughs a little too hard at things you say. She goes quiet when other women mention your name. And yet, the moment you get close, she pulls back like nothing is happening. You're not imagining it. You're not projecting. You're picking up on something real, and the confusion of not being able to decode it is quietly driving you insane. Here's the truth: women rarely announce attraction directly, especially early on. Instead, it leaks through behavior, through patterns, through small, unguarded moments she doesn't even realize she's giving away. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what those moments look like. 7 specific behaviors that reveal genuine interest hiding underneath a composed exterior. By the end of this, you will never misread the signals again. Let's get into it. Number 1, she finds excuses to be near you. She doesn't need a reason, but she'll find one. Suddenly, she's always in the same space as you. She sits nearby. She appears in conversations she wasn't originally part of. She engineers proximity without ever making it look deliberate. This is one of the most instinctive signals of attraction that exists: physical proximity seeking. Before the conscious mind even admits interest, the body starts gravitating toward the person it's drawn to. She doesn't plan it. It just keeps happening. If she keeps ending up near you without a logical reason, that is not coincidence. That is gravity. Number 2, she remembers everything you say. You mentioned something casually 3 weeks ago, something small, something you barely remembered saying, and she brings it up today like it was important. Because to her, it was. When we are genuinely drawn to someone, our brain treats information about them as high priority. It stores it, returns to it, and references it later. A woman who is pretending not to like you will still retain the details of your conversations because she has been paying closer attention than she wants you to know. A woman who remembers your details has been thinking about you when you weren't around. Full stop. Number 3, she gets awkward around you specifically. She's completely comfortable around everyone else, relaxed, fluid, social, and then you walk in and something shifts. She becomes slightly self-conscious. She laughs at the wrong moment. She stumbles on a word she knows perfectly well. This awkwardness is not a sign of disinterest. It's the opposite. It's what happens when someone cares about how they come across to you. And that care creates a slight interference in their natural composure. The people we are indifferent to never make us nervous. Only the ones who matter create that internal interference. If you make her slightly nervous for no apparent reason, you matter to her more than she's showing. Number 4. She watches you when you're not looking. You catch her looking. She looks away immediately. Maybe she pretends to be looking at something behind you. Maybe she suddenly becomes very interested in her phone. This is one of the oldest and most reliable signals of attraction in human behavior. We look at what we are drawn to, instinctively, repeatedly, and often without realizing we're doing it. The looking away quickly response is simply the conscious mind catching the subconscious in the act. The eyes go where the heart is already pointing. If she's watching you, she's interested. Number 5, she reacts to you talking to other women. Watch her energy the moment you give attention to another woman. Something changes. She gets quieter. She becomes slightly more engaged in whatever she's doing, a little too engaged. Or she suddenly has something important to say or do that pulls her attention pointedly away. Psychologists call this jealousy displacement, the attempt to mask an emotional reaction by redirecting focus elsewhere. She cannot control the reaction. She can only try to conceal it. A woman who has no feelings for you is genuinely indifferent to who you talk to. A woman pretending not to like you is anything but indifferent. Indifference looks like indifference. What she's showing you is something else entirely. Number 6, she teases you more than anyone else. There is a specific kind of teasing that is not quite friendly and not quite flirtatious. It lives right in between. And if she consistently singles you out for that kind of playful friction, it is not accidental. Teasing requires attention. It requires observation, knowing enough about a person to find the thing worth poking at. And it creates a specific kind of tension that only exists between people who have a charge between them. When a woman likes a man she's not ready to admit feelings for, teasing becomes her safe language. It lets her engage with the attraction without declaring it. It lets her be close without being vulnerable. She's not teasing you because she doesn't like you. She's teasing you because she doesn't know what else to do with what she's feeling. Number 7, she brings you up when you're not there. This is the one she has the least control over, and the most revealing of all. She mentions your name in conversations you're not part of. She references something you said. She tells a story that somehow involves you. And when someone notices and asks about it, she quickly pivots. "Oh, we're just friends," or "I barely know him really." But she brought you up, unprompted, in a room where you weren't even present. People talk about what occupies their mind. If your name is leaving her mouth when you're not around, it's because you are taking up real space in her thoughts. That doesn't happen with people we are indifferent to. You don't have to be in the room to be on her mind. And if she's talking about you, you already are. 7 signals. 1. Truth. Attraction rarely announces itself directly, especially when a woman is not yet ready to be vulnerable with it. But behavior doesn't lie. Proximity seeking, detail retention, nervous energy, watching glances, jealousy reactions, targeted teasing, and unprompted mentions. These are the language of unspoken interest, and now you speak it fluently. Stop guessing. Start observing. The signals were always there. Like this video if it gave you clarity today, and subscribe now. We drop content every week that sharpens how you see and move through the world. Comment below. Which of these 7 have you experienced? Let's talk about it. Watch the next video on screen right now. Keep going. Stay sharp. Stay grounded. See you next time.